Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it's absolutely brass. We'll get straight into it. Lots of stories to talk about this morning. Obviously, revolving around Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leaving Manchester United as manager. The club announcing yesterday they'd been sacked. He gave an interview to MUTV last night, quite an emotional interview. I'll get into that a little bit later. We've also got some sort of speculation, stories, updates on who could be taking over from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer more long term, if you can call anything at this club long term. We know that Michael Carrick is the interim manager. Oh no, sorry, he's not the interim manager. Let me get this straight. He's the caretaker manager until we get an interim manager before the permanent manager. That is the absolute shambles that is going on at our football club at the minute. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave an interview last night, spoken to MUTV. He was, obviously visibly upset. At one point he was sort of close to tears or actually in tears. Regardless of what you think of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a manager, he is a legendary as a player. He obviously loves his club and tried his best. It just wasn't quite good enough. Loads of quotes to pick out. I'll pick out a few though. He says, you know what this club means to me and what I wanted to achieve here. For the club, for the fans, for the players, for the staff, I wanted to take us to the next step, to challenge for the league, to win trophies. And I only think it's right that it comes from the horse's mouth. I don't want to answer all. There's going to be journalists asking me questions about interviews, but no, I'm not going to do interviews. I want to get it out there. I'm going to leave by the front door because I think everyone knows I've given everything for this club. And then he sort of went on to say as well, I'm sure we'll meet again because if there's anywhere going to watch football games, that's Old Trafford. Listen, it is sad to see, and I think we've all got the utmost respect for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it was one of those interviews where you're like, wow. At first everyone was like, why has he done it? But I think it was Andy Mitten who tweeted that he asked to do it. He wanted to do it. He wanted to be given the opportunity to say goodbye to the fans. And I think that's only right because it hasn't worked out for him. But this isn't Jose Mourinho leaving United where under a cloud, or Louis van Gaal sort of getting sacked in the dressing room, whatever it was, and leaving out the back door. This is a manager who, has been at his club since, 96 when he first arrived, on and off. Has been a coach here before he was manager, obviously went away, came back as manager. Has had some good moments here. Let's not just kid ourselves. It's just about the last few weeks. We've had some fantastic nights here at Old Trafford with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It just didn't work out. Didn't win those trophies. Didn't quite get that title challenge we needed. So I don't like to speak for other United fans, but from what I gather, I think everyone's wishing him well. In terms of his replacement or his successor, however you want to term it, Erik ten Hag is a name that's been bandied about quite a lot. The Ajax manager. He's spoken about it. And he's just basically said, we have a brilliant squad, we want to fight for titles, my focus is on Ajax, the rest only distracts. I expect from my players, they are focused on Ajax, so I have to give the right example for that too. It then goes on to say, you keep asking me about what's happening at United and if he's going to leave Ajax. Yes, it's a weird question, I heard nothing about, so I can't think about it. So he's sort of saying he's not heard anything from United. And also we're hearing reports, I think there was a report in the Times, that he wouldn't look to leave Ajax anyway until the end of the season. Maybe he is the manager that they look at in the summer when we're talking about we're going to have Michael Carrick as caretaker, then an interim, then a permanent manager. Maybe it is Ten Hag who's a permanent manager, but who honestly knows what's going on at this football club? Maybe they're playing, rolling dice now to see who they're going to ring or flipping a coin. It's just, we don't have any faith in this board or these owners to make any sort of coherent strategic decision. I think they're just making it up as they go along. There's also a report from, Gillan Balaguer. He says United have approached Zidane about becoming manager, but according to sources close to Zidane, he's not interested in going to United at this point. Quite a few people are saying that Zidane doesn't quite fancy it. Listen, I love Manchester United Football Club, but I don't blame any manager for not wanting to come to this mess, because that's what it is at the minute. It's an absolute mess. Mauricio Pochettino, who's been a long-term target almost, or favourite of some people would seem here at the club. There's a report, I think, in the Express that says Pochettino wants to quit PSG now and take Man United job due to Lionel Messi issue. I think there's a bit of an issue between him and Lionel Messi, and he feels like he could leave PSG and come to United. Who knows whether that's going to happen or not? I know there's a lot of people that have sort of pined for Mauricio Pochettino. Is he going to leave Paris Saint-Germain? Is he going to walk away from a potentially lucrative payout if he does walk away? I mean, I know he'll get compensated when he comes here. We'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you posted on that one. Seems unlikely to me that he's going to leave PSG mid-season, but he might do. He might even get sacked. You know what PSG are like, firing managers. They sacked Tuchel, didn't they? Probably too soon, to be honest with you. There's another story as well. We'll just do a nice little transfer story, and that's that Manchester United are willing to offer €55 million for Frenkie De Jong. This is coming from Catalan outlets. El Nacional, and they say United are keen on signing Frenkie De Jong from Barcelona in next summer's transfer window. The Red Devils are willing to offer €55 million to snap up the 24-year-old, but Xavi is determined to keep him at Camp Nou, so we'll wait and see what happens with that one. I think there's a story doing the rounds not long ago about Frenkie De Jong to United. I'm not sure how accurate or true that is, but we'll see. Anyway, it's getting even colder, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 700,000 subscribers by the end of the season. We're going to have loads of stuff coming up throughout the rest of the day. We'll have the Paddock podcast as well. We'll have the preview for the Villarreal game, because we've actually got that small matter of, trying to progress in the Champions League as well. Now under, I said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, now under Michael Carrick. But yeah, we'll have all those videos as well. I've been Jay. This has been the Paper Talk outside a very cold Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.